It's time for the Trent Benningfield Show. Find out what's going on inside Tell City Baseball straight from the coach. Exclusively on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and get.
At MAD, we believe in zero. Zero fathers who aren't there for bedtime. Zero mothers who miss the first day of school. Zero children who never come home. We believe in zero victims of drunk driving. With MAD, your support adds up to zero. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in zero.
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
Hello and welcome to this week's Trent Benningfield Show. And Coach, last week you played Boonville, Pike Central, Gibson Southern, and Evansville Christian. Why don't you recap those games for us?
So we played Boonville. We finally got to play Boonville, all the rain makeups, and it started off. They started off. We tried to get ahead with the very first bat of the game with the fastball, and they ripped it down the line for a down. It just felt like the first few innings, they were just everything. They were attacking the fastball early in the count, and they got up to a 7. They got off to a 7 lead. I think it might have been 8-0. 7-0, 8-0 lead. And after 4 innings, they had kind of blanked us there for a while, and then we had runners on second and third a few innings there. We never get a big hit to kind of start battling back. And then finally in the fifth, we scored 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, and then I think 3 in the seventh. A chance to tie it there at the end. And unfortunately, we came up a little short, but it was good to see Coach Barnes and his guys. His guys definitely deserve the victory. They played good, clean baseball through strikes, and they made us earn everything that we got. So that was that game. Pike Central. We played Pike Central on Tuesday, and thanks to the Syracuse kid, and he did an outstanding job both offensively and on the mound. He threw 7 2/3 innings, I believe, and kept us to 1 run. And our starting pitcher also did an outstanding job. He threw 7 2/3 innings as well. And unfortunately, we had to take him out due to new pitch count rules, which is probably a good thing. I don't like my guys throwing that many pitches anyway. But it was 1-1. We went through 7. We went into the 8th inning. We threw a low fastball to the Syracuse kid, he's an outstanding player, like I said, and he hit a low ball, got some backspin on it, and hit it out to dead center for a 2-run home run, and then they blanked us in the bottom of the 8th to win 3-1. Then we went to Gibson on Thursday, and we had a no-hitter actually through 5 innings going into the 6th. It was a combined no-hitter. My starting pitcher, Max Fort-Wendell, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 0 hits, walked a couple batters, and they did a good job of moving runners over and manufacturing a run without getting a hit. So they had a 1-0 lead through 6. And then Alex Stiff came in for the last 3 innings. They didn't hit in the bottom part of the 7th. So he pitched 3 innings as well, and they got a couple runs on error and a big hit to win. I believe it was 3-0. It might have been 4-0, 3-0. So once again, we're playing pretty good defense. We're pitching the ball pretty well. We just can't, and we're getting runners on second and third. In scoring almost, it seems like almost every inning, but we're just struggling to get that big hit. And then it was kind of the same story on Saturday against Evansville Christian. They beat us. I think the final was 3-2. We threw a freshman, Drew Grolick, and he did an outstanding job for us. Gave up 3 runs on 6 or 7 hits, and only walked, I think, 1 or 2 batters. So he did an outstanding job on the mound, and once again, we had runners in scoring position almost every inning, and we just couldn't get the big hit. So that's something that we've really put a big emphasis on as far as that goes. Just whenever we got guys in scoring position, we can't be up there taking fastballs early in the count. So you got to be ready to hit a job, and whether it means hitting a ground ball up the middle with the infield back to score a run, or it means getting a sacrifice fly or a base hit, whatever it is, we got to be ready to swing the bat because walks aren't going to score a run with runners in scoring position. So we have to do a better job of that. And then we played Perry Central last night. Okay, so we played Perry Central last night, and that was a big county rivalry. And we got off to it was 0-0 through 2 innings. We pitched Aiden Farron, who's been one of our top this year, and man, he really showed out. Pitching wise, he pitched all 7 innings, had 11 strikeouts, only 1 walked batter. And like I said, it was 0-0 through 2. We scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Then right back in the top of the 4th, they got 3 back off of an error that helped them score 2. And then 5th inning, we put up a 0 in the 4th. 5th inning, we got them to put up another 0, and then we scored 1 in the bottom of the 5th off of a sacrifice fly, I believe. And then in the 6th, we pulled away a little bit, scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th. And I have to give credit to our crowd, and our junior high team was up. They were up in the stands, and they were being loud and rowdy, and it really got our dugout going and gave us some energy. So we put up 3 there and won in the game 7-3. So that was nice to see us bounce. And like I said earlier, we've been putting a big emphasis on scoring guys with runners in scoring position. So we did that last night, and hopefully that can carry over to this week and into next week in the sectionals.
I was going to say, looking at your scores, it looks like if you're putting runners in scoring position, it's going to take a couple base knocks, and you're going to be right there.
Yeah, I've told my and people in the community the last 2 weeks. I mean, we're 2 or 3 hits. I know it sounds simple, but we're 2 hits away. Basically, we're 6-14 right now. We get 2 more in some of these games that we've lost. I know a lot of teams can probably say this, but we go from 6-14 to 10-10. So people look at our record and say, "Man, Tulsa's not very good. They're 6-14," but 1 or 2 hits, 1 hit here, 1 hit there, and we're right around 500, maybe a little bit better. And I know like I said, there's a lot of teams that can say that. So we just got to start executing.
And we'll be back on the Trent Benningfield Show right after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosper Communications.
At MAD, we believe in 0. 0 fathers who aren't there for bedtime. 0 mothers who miss the first day of school. 0 children who never come home. We believe in 0 victims of drunk driving. With MAD, your support adds up to 0. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in 0.
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
And welcome back to the Trent Benningfield Show. And Coach, tonight you get to play at Tecumseh, and Saturday you travel to South Central. Why don't you preview those games for us?
Yeah, so we got Tecumseh tonight, a very solid baseball team. They went to the state championship last year, and the state runner-up, and I don't think they graduated one player off that team. I know they had one. I don't think he finished the year out. So they returned everybody. I was looking through the roster today, and I think they started 6 or 7 seniors and then a couple sophomores. So that's going to be a very, very good team. If we come with the energy that we came with last night against Perry Central, then it should be a very competitive game. I think, like I said, they're not going to give us anything free, and we're going to throw strikes and do all that stuff. So as long as we stay in the strike zone, limit the free bases, and then continue to score guys when we get them in scoring position, don't leave any runners on base, we'll have a chance to win that game. And then we play South Central on Saturday, and I know we played them last year, and they were super, super young last year, and they were still competitive. So I know this year they're going to be a little better. They're going to be a little bit older, a little bit more experienced. So it's another game we're going to have to come out and play well. And I feel like I say this every week, but there's not really many cupcakes on our schedule. There's not any nights that you have a chance to take off and still have a chance to win. So we got to come out and be prepared, and not take anybody lightly just because they're not a conference game or whatever the case may be. We've got to come out and fire on all cylinders and take care of business.
Well, Coach, good luck this week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You were listening to the Trent Benningfield Show on Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Russell Communications. We'll see you next week.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.